About the turkey party?
Uh-huh.
Well, we used to have a lot of them, you know. Boys and girls that all dress up, you know, in fun-looking clothes, you know, and they give a prize for the turkey farming. I got the prize once.
What did you wear?
I don't remember even. I think it's a little pretty dish. I don't think it's combos. As well as I can remember. That's what it was. And then we'd have box suppers, you know. Every girl would take her a box, you know, of food, you know. They'd be all tied up so beautiful, you know, pretty bowls, you know, and things. And my aunt, she fixed me one, and I went over there. Oh, it was real beautiful, you know. And there's an old man, my uncle, my mother's uncle, my great uncle, got my box. He was an old man, you know, about 70 years old, you know, and I was about 17, 18, you know. But I had to eat with him anyway, you know. And everybody buy your box, you had to eat with him, see?
Mm-hmm. And you were hoping somebody...
Yeah, and I got a whole Uncle Sam, I believe it is his name, Sam Shocker, Uncle Sam. So I ate with him, and we just had the best time, you know. And all the youngsters was there, and then after the box supper was over, then we went somewhere and all played games, you know.
What about dances?
Well, we didn't have no dance after that. But we just went somewhere, all of us ganged up, and, you know, a lot of the old people went along for chaperones, you know, just, you know, be with the young people. And we had the best time. And then, sometimes, you know, we'd go to 4th of July, you know, celebration, where they have the big dinners, you know, everything just spread out to eat anything the way you wanted. Didn't cost them nothing. Them days, you know. But now you couldn't do that.
Did they have dances then?
Yeah, We'd have a dance that night after we got through eating, you know, that night. It started about 7 o'clock, by the dark. And it lasts about 1. And then we'd come on home and go to bed, get up the next day and do something else.
Kept the road hot.
My uncle had a beer joint down there. I showed you the other day, you know, where he had it. We just lived across the street over there in the big house. And we'd go over there, and Uncle John wanted us out of there. He wouldn't let us go in no beer joint. He'd give us something, but he'd bring it to the door. And he'd say, you kids get out from here now. You got no business here.
What did he serve in there?
They served beer.
Whiskey?
Beer. Yeah, and they played dominoes back in there and things like that. And he wouldn't let us go in that beer joint. We'd have to slip around, you know. Sometimes we'd take some gun, we'd slip in there and get some money. Go over that store over there. Buy candy, you know, and chewing gum, stuff like that. Then my other uncle, he had a saloon down the street. I showed you the other day down there. But he had a big saloon down there. We decided we wanted to go down and see Uncle Will. That was old and his daddy, you know. We'd go down there and we'd get inside and here he come, you know. You kids can't stay in here. You just have to get out of here now. You kids, I'll let you kids stay and I'll give you all some money. You go somewhere and get you some candy. He give us some money and away we go. That's what we wanted him to do, is run us out, you know, and he had to give us some money for that.
Which one had the bank?
Uncle Will. Yes, saloon. He been working now all the time, those state and bank gigs all the time. But then I showed you the other day, that was his. All that was. But he stayed down there some, you know. We'd go down there when we knew he was down there. Oh, my.
How old were you when you got married?
20.
How'd you meet your husband?
He's working for Uncle John.
Where at?
Right there, right where I showed you that
in
spot.
In the saloon or the beer joint?
Had a big beer joint.
And he worked in there?
Yeah, they had a pool hall in there and things like that, and they gambled in there and drank beer. I don't know, I don't think he had any wine. He might have had wine, I don't know.
How did you meet him?
Oh,
Do you remember?
We went over that in Blanksmith in that place. We met him, and he got talking to us and everything. He liked Blanksmith, and he liked me, you know, and
What'd your wedding dress look like?
Huh?
What'd your wedding dress look like?
What's she saying?
Where did you get married at?
Oh, I got a preacher. Oh, at Bateman over there.
At a church? Or
Yeah, at church house. But I didn't have no big wedding. We just a few friends went, you know.
What'd your dress look like?
White, had lace.
Was it long?
No, it come right along about right
A
there.
midi.
Yeah, just right there. Just ugly lace.
Did you save it?
That was, I kept that dress a long time, but I bought that dress from a girl, a friend of mine. She just died here 2 years ago. Carl Turner's wife. That was her dress, and she got fat and couldn't wear that dress, you know. And that was the prettiest dress. It's all lace and all here, you know, and all down through here it was all lace, you know. Lace in like this, in the, you know.
Inlaid?
Yeah,
Lace?
and then down here it was a had a nice white hem. It's the prettiest thing you ever saw. And it had all this up here was lace come down, you know. Oh, it was a cute dress. I wish I could have kept it.
Yeah.
Or two, I could have. People in days didn't think about nothing. I never thought about keeping that dress, but it was pretty. If it was an old time, it was a beautiful thing. And I had, let's see, white shoes with that.
What did you do after you got married? Did you go on a honeymoon?
No, I didn't go on a honeymoon. No.
What'd you do? Did you move
We
somewhere?
went to his people's house. We stayed over there, you know. Yeah. And we stayed there a good long while, and then we moved to Upton. That's where Edith lives now. And we got a place over there, and we stayed there a long time. Oh, I don't know, maybe a couple of years. And then we moved to, where did we go to? Smithville, I believe. Smithville, and we went to the lake. We lived at the lake a long time. Oh, I don't know. We just moved here, you know. But we lived in Smithville about 20 some odd years. That's where the kids went to school. But Lynn and Nancy went to Bastrop school. They started in Smithville, but I moved to Austin, you know, and then moved back to Bastrop, and then they started school at Bastrop. That school is down there now. You can see where your daddy went. And you ought to get to take pictures of that school before they probably remodel it someday.
They probably tear it down.
That's what I say. See, you ought to get your picture of it. Doris and let's see, no, Doris didn't go there. I don't believe she went to Bastrop school. Just Benji and Lynn. Doris wound up in Austin school. She never did finish. She just like one grade to finish it. She went to 10th.
They didn't have 12
Then she
grades.
married Ricky, see, and that's the end of it. And
What about the time when you were trying to learn how to drive?
oh, that is years ago. You see, that's what me see.
What year was that?
Edith was a baby, I believe. I was still young, though. See, but I was about 24, 25, something like that. Not too much older than you are now. Frankie bought him a new car, first car he ever had. Model A, I believe. You know, they're old now. Well, he's so proud of it. So one day he said, come on, Allie, I'm going to take you a ride. And so we went over to Bateman, over there where I just did it over there. And so, I don't know what we got. Seemed like we bought some ice or something. Or there's groceries or something for Ed. She lived up there on that hill, lady. And he said, coming back, he said, do you want to drive? Would you like to drive? And I said, I can't drive, Frankie. He said, well, you can learn. So I got in the wheel. I done pretty good till I got to the house. I couldn't stop the darn thing. We just kept going. Like hit the side of the house where Mama was inside of cooking chicken and dumpling. And I said, Frankie, stop it. And I hollered, I couldn't stop it. I think I put the gas to the thing all the time. He said, get your foot off of that. Did you ready? Yeah. And you better turn it, didn't miss the house about that far. That poor Mama was in there cooking supper. I never forget it. She was cooking chicken and dumpling. I never forget it.
And you never drove a car again?
I never did try again.
How about when you set the house on fire and you burnt that house down?
Me and Buck done that, you know. That's when we lived over there on Uncle Will's place, right close to Red Rock over there in the country, like just across over there. Uncle Will built, that's after my daddy died. Uncle Will bought Mom a new home, you know. Well, you had it built, rather, you know. Had a pretty windmill and a big tank out there, you know, and lots of cattle and horses and big farm out there, you know. He built her a nice new home, so we lived there just about 2 or 3 months. And Uncle Will decided to make Mama some big, nice mattresses, you know, great big ones out of cotton, you know. You know, had the cottons in, see, and the mattress was just as fluffy as about that deep. So we had them made that day, and so somebody come and told her the mattress was ready. So she got Buck to get the horses and put them to the wagon, you know. He went and got the mattresses. It was right late in the evening, just getting dark, you know. So Mom, she lit the lamp, you know. She's so proud of the mattress, you know, see how they're going to look and everything. And he went, he come in to unload them, you know, how heavy a mattress is, heavy, you know. And there's place in that mattress about like that wasn't sewed, you know. You had to sew it after you put it on the bed, see. Well, she had the lamp sitting on the dresser like that, you know. We come in the door, and when we come in with that mattress, it knocked that kerosene lamp over, and it hit that cotton. And, ooh, we went up just like that.
What happened to the house?
Burnt down, of course. Everything we had in there.
Did you get in trouble?
No. Yeah, and Buck, he was trying to get things out. He was trying to get a feather bed out of the house. Mama had such a nice feather bed, you know. And he was trying to pull them feather beds out, and one of them got hung in that window. He like to smother to death, that smoke.
They didn't have fire departments then, did they?
We had such a hard time. My daddy died, and that left us all, you know. This Mama.
How old were you when he died?
Oh, I don't know, about 13 or 14, something like that.
How did he die?
He died of pneumonia.
What was his name?
Frank.
Frank, yeah. Where's he buried at?
He's buried up there where that tombstone your daddy put there.
You sound like you were pretty destructive.
Huh?
You sound like you were a pretty destructive girl.
And I tell you, it was terrible. Then after the house burned all down, you know, and everything, we didn't have no furniture and nothing. Not even any clothes either. So Uncle Will, you know, had that place, old place down there where we went the other day, you know. You didn't go. We went down at that old house, you know. We was raised there, and we looked at all the old lumber, you know, and seen where all the rooms was, this and room. And the chimney's still standing there. And the trees are still, 2 or 3 of them are still there. And there was lots of old pieces of plows and things that Willie and Frankie had, you know. They always kept it up under that tree, you know. The great big pretty tree, oak tree. It's about that big around. And all the old trees you'd see them around there where the kids had them, you know. And that chimney still standing. I wish you'd see that old chimney. It's made out of rock. Rock. It's not brick. It's made out of rock.
What's in between it?
Yeah, and it stands way up like that. It's just as good as it was a day it was put there. It's about 150 years old.
What's in between the rocks?
Well, it looks like some kind of putty or something. It's between them rocks, you know.
Yeah.
You don't see no chimneys like that nowadays. It's still standing there. And I just looked at it, and Mama used to put her eggs up in that old fireplace, you know, in there, and put water up in there where her eggs would stay cold, you know. She didn't have no ice box. And she'd have milk with those crocks, you know, and they have them crocks covered over with sweet milk, you know, and wet that brick down there where it'd stay cool. And she put her churn back in there with the buttermilk in it. That's what she had. But she had a dining table, she had a cook stove, she had all kinds of, you know, dishes and things to do with, but she didn't have any ice box.
You didn't have ice, did you?
Yeah, but this wasn't no ice. I maybe go buy some once in a while. You had ice cream, and Mama let us make cream milk. She had plenty of cattle, you know, milk, you know, and everything, make ice cream. So you ate. Shirley, when in the world are we going to start supper? Never. I'm getting just as hungry, and these children are too.
Let them starve, I don't care.
Well, Daddy'd be in a little bit when we have supper.
No.
I'm give out. I went to 7 garage sales today.
No, we're on a starvation plan.
I'll soon be broke, going to fast. I won't have money to get back home on.
How about bikini? You got money enough for a bikini?
I decided I didn't want no bikinis.
Well, we bought you one anyway.
Well, I'm not going to wear it, Georgie.
We bought you one for Mother's Day. You going swimming? We're going swimming with Daddy. It's here.
What you want to talk about? About band?
Yeah,
About band years ago?
Yeah.
Well, let's see, I'm 43. If I go back 30 years, I'd be 10, what call like 10 years old. I can remember back further than that. I remember back when we went to the lake when I was about 3. And then used to push me around on the bar. She used to push me around the wheelbarrow for the ticket jet. They came out of the hen house and she's riding around on it. I remember getting in a red ink bed when I was a kid. And that ain't stinking me.
Yeah, that's the
I
lake.
can remember that. I can remember that. I can remember my daddy taking me over and getting to my leg and
Crawled into an ink bed, that boy did.
and my legs and arms let me down in the swimming pool and I had red bathing suit on. I can remember that real well. Then I can remember then the next thing I remember is way back when we lived in the old Churchill house, wasn't the mall, Smithfield, before I went to school.
Yeah.
When I was about 5.
How fast is she from here?
When I was 5, I remember back then when I was 5. I remember one time Mama and Edith locked me outside and told me there's a mad dog coming when they were at the old Churchill house. Well, I could throw a door there and get in the house. That was about the same house where I had pictures made of me and Doris and me on the porch. That same back door where they throwed me out, locked me out.
What you doing?
Oh, I was cutting up.
That's what I thought. Would you put him out to make him behave himself? That's what I thought.
He was mean, wasn't he?
But I remember
He
then,
wasn't too good.
and I remember Nick going to
He
school.
wasn't so awful bad either.
And I remember crying every day at dinner because he didn't tell me bye when he went to school. When he would come in for dinner and went home. And then I remember Leon going off to the Army in 1937. And he'd come back home with a big Army overcoat on in the wintertime and it turned up on the collar. And he hid in the kitchen and surprised me when I come in. And then I remember Edith coming up to the house. She went away from home. Stayed gone a long time and she come back and had a great big old straw sun hat on. He come up to the gate of the fence and hollered and called for Mama. I remember that.
I don't even remember
You don't remember that?
Where'd she run away to?
Somewhere. Then we moved across the railroad tracks and room next to behind Churchill's. Churchill's. What's the house down by the railroad track? Not across the tracks, but this, you know.
I know that, but church here.
Yeah, right. Then we moved that Churchill.
Miss Canada.
Miss Canada, right there by Jim Canada's house. And we lived there, and my grandma used to come around and stay with us in that big old house. And we stayed there, I don't know how many years, maybe a year or two. Then we moved across the tracks. The old Mall's house.
To the other side.
And that's where I was living when I started the first grade in school. And my school teacher's first grade was named Miss Manning. And another teacher's name was Williams. And then we had Miss Tiffin was a principal. And I remember Mama and my daddy and Fred Glenn and all of them used to go out on Sunday and they'd go squirrel hunting and fishing and they'd eat out on the lake, then on the tank, didn't you, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Cook out there and they'd come in about 2 or 3 o'clock. Mama fixed us something, you know, with squirrels, fry some squirrels, make some gravy.
Fried squirrel's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Our
I
people,
like
we
it.
didn't have no, we were too poor to have anything else. Sometimes we'd have potatoes, we'd have mashed potatoes. Or
I like squirrel.
something.
Leon killed 4 the other day.
Did you eat them?
And I remember one time, Leon and Daddy went off and come in and had 45 squirrels.
Yeah, tub full.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to fry them all?
No, he gave a lot of them away.
And I remember when my when Mama's, Van Smith, I remember when he died, and we had a newspaper clipping, just like the one I got in that frame I told when he died, and Mama had it pinned up on the wall with a stick pin. That was
her granddaddy.
I was 1938. That was my grandma's daddy. That was 1938. Now I remember seeing him one time in Red Rock. Oh, I must have been about 5. Uncle John's house. He came up there looking at some cattle, and they He was there when they fed the cows in pickle pears. You know, they cut the pickle pears down in the winter and they stuck them on a stick and kept them over the fire.
Yeah.
And that burnt the thorns off.
It was cold,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. That's the only time I ever seen him.
Yeah.
He was real old then. He must have been 100, he wasn't quite 100, he must have been about 98.
The pot taste?
I don't remember.
I can remember that. He had a big old forked stick. He put that pears on.
I don't remember.
Hold it in that blaze and let all them there stickers burn off and all, so the cattle could eat them.
Yeah, I know at Christmas time when I was little, we'd go into ours, little, we never let her go, we'd slip off. We'd go out and cut the Christmas tree down, drag it down that long dirt road on that hill where the cemetery is. Drag it up there and build a stand, get my arm and Nick to build a stand, and we'd put it in there. And well, I used to have some of that Christmas decoration I had when I was a kid. We decorated, you know, and we put moss on the bottom, but we didn't have a cotton. Put moss on there, Doris would make all kinds of stuff and hang on it.
I kept that for years and years till after the war. I
had a piece of it here, there's all the way.
I moved around so much I lost it all.
Well, I had a piece of it I kept on every Christmas tree I ever had, but I lost it.
Mama's got it.
And she got it?
We should have kept a piece of that.
It's a little piece of decoration.
It's silver tinsel looking.
And then the mama would order something out of Silver Roebuck. It comes right here in Dallas. I usually got a little cheap pistol and a scourge and some candy. And then get a little dog, Doris would get a pair of skates or something. And that was all we usually get. And then Mama, she'd start baking. She'd bake fruit cake with them all. She'd make a fruit cake, you know, we'd write
We
together.
cooked 5 and 6 big cakes for Christmas, apple pies and all that stuff like that. But I don't do that no more.
She cooked that fruit cake about 2 or 3 weeks.
I could cook a cake of pie either.
On the wood stove too, boy.
Did you put a little whiskey in your fruit cake?
I think I put
Wine.
some wine. And I wrapped it up in white cloth with packed away with strong coffee. You remember that? And the white cloth would turn plum brown, you know. That'd keep it good and moist, you know. So it'd be good when you cook.
About 2 or 3 weeks before she started that about the 10th of December to cook all that stuff. And then Christmas we'd have a turkey, dressing, and mama potatoes.
You remember that old turkey got from Good Crumpler?
Yeah, I remember that turkey. That was on
That
Thanksgiving.
thing was, I got it cooked, nothing but just bones and skins.
Yeah, water wasn't more of it.
And John Custer did Crumpler for 2 years after that.
He gave him $2 for that turkey. That was in 1939, 38 or 39. Gave him $2 for that turkey and told him to keep him, feed him, bring him up there about the day before Thanksgiving. He'd come out from the house every day. He did. The day before Thanksgiving, he brought that old turkey up there and it was a second turkey, been on the nest. Lost all the weight. It was just looked like a turkey you'd eat at Christmas when you eat everything off of him, just a little high.
It's all over.
His old butt was just as messy when he'd been sitting on that nest. No feathers on his breast when he'd been sitting down.
He told John he's going to bring him a nice fat turkey. You know? That's what he bought.
Yeah.
John, every time I'm holding his
She bought him and wasn't even making enough broth to even make a potted dressing. I'd go to town and buy a chicken.
That was awful.
Old Dave Comfort, yeah. And they had about 300 or 400 turkeys. That's Daddy's
He done that on purpose. John did
He was Daddy's, his mama and my daddy's mama were brothers or sisters. That was my daddy's first cousin.
Anybody do something like that, I low down dirty quick. Anybody
I took that money, boy, that's all Daddy made all day. He made $2 a day.
I don't know, he paid it in that turkey. He had bought that thing.
He made $2 a day, I know that. He made $10 a week.
He never got the thing out. He never got about it.
I remember my daddy used to work, and his boss would take his lunch in the summertime. Mama would take 3 or 4 biscuits and just break them open and sop them in grease, put them back together in a jar of ice water. That's what my dad eat for dinner. Now, I know that, because I carried the damn lunch, and they had nothing else to cook.
Couldn't make nothing out.
Just carry the biscuit open, sop it in grease, and put the top back on it, and wrap it up in a
Yep, we got the
piece of
great
newspaper,
milk.
and a jar of water.
Blue John?
Not ice water, but just a jar of water. And we and Doris would strike out and go in over where he was working at the high school.
They could get ice in them box cars.
He sat there and eat them 4 biscuits, drank that water, and get up and work all day in a packet of 82 box. It weighed about 100 pounds all the way to the house. That's what you call getting it the hard way, boy. And now I make close to $200 a week. That's more than he made in a year, a lot of times. I sit on my butt and sometimes don't do nothing. What do you want to go swimming? Oh, it's got the little water in it.
And what was that about the time you put the chickens in the oven or something?
Oh, that flood. That was a flood, 1936, wasn't it,
How
Mom?
about that?
We had a rain one
How
night.
about tinkering heavy and all in there, all in?
Oh, that was labor,
Talk
boy.
about the turkeys. Or the chickens, or whatever it was.
Oh, that was a big. You remember that big flood we had in 1937?
Huh?
That big flood they had in Smithfield.
Yeah.
Nick had all them. We had all them chickens.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Water got up waist deep in the yard, and they sat on
On top of them
on
things.
boards and posts, and they was floating by. We went out and half of them drowned. Yeah, some of them was done passed out. We got them, put them in the oven. Get the fire and dried them out and wiped them off and keep them dying, wasn't it, Mom?
Yeah.
I could see
We
buying.
love them chickens.
Yeah, that's what we had to eat. We used to save them damn chickens, boy.
I could see buying with a bunch of little chickens.
Daddy got up, and we all of us got out there, kids and all. This is right in the middle of the night, boy. Just wading in that water, fucking them chickens. Yeah, they was up on perched up on boards, sticks up in the trees.
Yeah. Couldn't get to the cemetery trip.
Damn hogs was all out there and water up to the nose. Then we all had to go take typhoid shots.
Never been that way since.
Everybody took one but me, and I never did take one. So I wouldn't go in there and let him stick me there neither.
I'll never forget that. That house is still there we lived in. Of course, it didn't paint.
Which one?
Oh, it's good deal.
Tomorrow.
That's been 30.
Oh, God.
I was about 8 or 9 years old. That's been 32 or 33 years ago. You know. And we didn't. Late in the evening, Mom, we'd walk off down to see old Tom Rogers' drive. I went down there one day, me and Doris, with Mama and me and Lee and Doris. We was playing in the backyard, and I started going in the house. Just as I went out, she threw a pan of water out the back door. She'd washed her false teeth in, and then Mama threw it right in my face. She got through scrubbing her false teeth with it.
Wasn't that awful?
Nasty old woman.
Yeah. It was just dashed it right in my face, boy. Her name, Carol Rogers, that's what it is. And Mama used to be another woman live up on the corner. Her name was Miss Snow. You remember Miss Snowden, Mama?
Yeah.
Mama, she'd come down there every day about 4 o'clock when Mama was cooking supper. And Mama had a big pan of cornbread sitting on the door of the oven. Yeah, Dicey, Miss Woods.
No, it wasn't a Snowden.
And
There was some Snowdens in Smithfield.
She come up there and sit there and talk to Mama and Pete off at the cornbread and eat haggard.
My cornbread, she'd eat haggard.
Yeah, that old woman with them, she'd all she cornbread, she'd be a hoe, she'd go home.
She knew I had to cook cornbread every day.
Dicey Woods' mama. An old boy, old Dicey Woods' old boy, slapped my jaw one Sunday morning. You remember that? I went home and told Nick. Nick called him beating me up.
Why'd he slap him?
Took funny papers away from me. I went and bought funny papers and struck my house with them. Just caught me up there and took away from it. Slapped my jaw real good. But you all ain't going swimming today?
Yeah, you got it.
I'm going to let y'all go today. Just sit and watch it.
I don't know. Remember when we went to Red Rock the other day and you showed me where all you used to live? They was telling me
Daddy's so
all
tired
the-
today, honey. I worked hard today. Boy, I've been on the go all day long. Moving counters, loading truck, and go take it over and unload it. Go back and get another load. All day.
They was telling me about all her boyfriends she used to have. You had a lot of boyfriends, didn't you?
Yeah. We did.
Hi, Dane. Start talking about all your boyfriends.
Oh, I used to have lots of boyfriends.
Yeah.
All kinds of boyfriends. Good-looking ones. And we'd go to dances, you know, and dance till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Get in the buggy and come home, you know.
What did you wear?
Oh, I'd always manage to have a pretty dress of some kind.
Long one?
Yeah. Real pretty. I'll never forget one time I had a pretty yellow dress. Oh, it was so pretty. My aunt made it, you know. Fit so real good. It was long. I think it seemed like it had a ruffle at the bottom of it.
Did you wear petticoats under?
Yeah, and petticoats under there.
What kind of shoes?
Oh, I just see. I don't know, remember. White or I guess, or some color or something.
Were those the kind that laced up?
No, no. I never, I think they were kind of like a pump, you know, just straight, you know. And you could get different colors. I made my head white. I think Ethel had white too.